Hello friends, നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ബയോളജിക്കൽ ക്ലാസിഫിക്കേഷൻ്റെ പാർട്ട് 2 ആണ്. നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ പാർട്ടിൽ നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തത് ഫസ്റ്റ് പേജും സെക്കൻഡ് പേജിൻ്റെ 2 പാരഗ്രാഫ് ആയിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ കണ്ടിന്യൂഷൻ ആയിട്ട് തേർഡ് പാരഗ്രാഫാണ് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, ലെറ്റ് us look at this 5 minutes of classification to understand the issues and considerations that influence the classification system. Earliest classification includes bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperm and angiosperm under plants. The character that unifies this whole kingdom was that all organisms included had a cell wall in their cells. This placed together group which widely differ in other characteristics. It brought together the prokaryotic bacteria and the blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, with other groups which were eukaryotic. It also grouped together unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. One say, for example, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra were placed together under algae. The classification did not differentiate between the heterotrophic group fungi and autotrophic blue-green plants. So, they also shows the characteristic difference in their wall composition. The fungi had a chitin in their wall zone, while the green plants had a cellulosic cell wall. When such characteristics they were considered, the fungi were placed separate kingdom fungi. All prokaryotic organisms were grouped together under kingdom monera, and the unicellular eukaryotic organisms are placed under kingdom protista. Kingdom protista have also been brought together. The Chlamydomonas chlorella were earlier placed under the algae within the plants, both having cell wall. Paramecium and amoeba, which were earlier placed in the animal kingdom, which lacked cell wall. It was put together organisms which were earlier classification were placed in different kingdoms. This happened because the criteria for classification has been changed. This kind of changes will take place in the future depending on the improvement of our understanding of characters and evolutionary relationships. Over time, an attempt has been made to evolve a classification system which reflects not only the morphological and physiological reproductive similarities but also phylogenetic, that is based on the evolutionary relationships. In this chapter, we are still studying the characteristics of the kingdom monera, protista, fungi of the Whittaker classification system. The class kingdom Plantae and Animalia commonly refers to as plant and animal kingdom respectively. The dealt in the detail in the separate chapter 3 and 4 on. Kingdom monera next one. Bacteria are the sole members of the kingdom monera. They are the most abundant microorganisms. Bacteria occur almost everywhere. Hundreds of bacteria are present in handful of soil and they also live in extreme habitats such as old spring, desert, snow, deep oceans, where few other life form can survive, and many of them can live in or on other organisms as parasites. Bacteria are grouped together in 4 categories based on their shape: the spherical coccus, rod-shaped bacillus, comma-shaped vibrio, spiral spirillum. Here there is a figure given. Though the bacterial structure is very simple, but they are very complex behavior. Compared to many other organisms, bacteria as a group shows most extensive diversity. Some of the bacteria are autotrophic, that is they synthesize their own food from inorganic substances. They may be photosynthetic autotrophs or chemosynthetic autotrophs. The vast majority of them bacteria are heterotrophic, that is they depend on other organisms or dead organic matter for food. Archaebacteria. These bacteria are special since they live in some of the most harsh habitats such as extreme salty areas, that is halophiles, hot springs, that is thermoastrophiles, marshy areas, methanogens. Archaebacteria differ in other organisms having different cell wall structure. This feature is responsible for survival in extreme conditions. Methanogens are present in the gut of several ruminant animals such as cows, buffaloes, and they are also responsible for the production of methane, biogas from the tongue of these animals. Eubacteria. There are thousands of different eubacteria or true bacteria. They are characterized by the presence of rigid cell wall and, if motile, a flagellum. The cyanobacteria, also refers to as blue-green algae, have a chlorophyll A similar to green plants. Photosynthetic autotrophs. The cyanobacteria are unicellular, colonial, filamentous, freshwater, marine or terrestrial algae. The colonies are generally surrounded by gelatinous sheets. They often form blooms in polluted water bodies. Some of those organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells called as heterocysts. Example, Nostick and Anabina. Chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria oxidize various inorganic substances such as nitrates, nitrites and ammonia and are released energy for their ATP production. They play a great role in the recycling of nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, sulfur. Heterotrophic bacteria are the most abundant in nature. The majority of them are important decomposers. Many of them have significant impact on human affairs. They are helpful in making curd from milk, production of antibiotics, fixing nitrogen in legume, roots, etc. Some of the pathogens causing damage to human beings, crops, farm animals and pets, chlorella, typhoid, tetanus, citrus cankers as well-known diseases caused by different bacteria. Bacteria reproduce mainly fission. Sometimes under unfavorable conditions, they produce spores. They are also reproduced by a sort of sexual reproduction by adopting a primitive type of DNA transfer from one bacterium to another. The mycoplasma are organisms that completely lack a cell wall. They are smallest living cell known and survive without oxygen. Many mycoplasma are pathogenic in animals and plants.